Do we judge others who have different beliefs, values, and opinions? When we are tempted to judge another, do we just stop it? Sister Carol F. McConkie of the General Young Women Presidency reminds us that everybody has struggles we don't even know about. And it's so important that we are aware that everyone around us is loved of God, and we need to see them through Christ-like eyes. We cannot allow judgment to dictate the way we interact with people. It's simply not right. We just cannot be a disciple of Christ if we are not helping others along that path. The gospel of Jesus Christ does not marginalize people. People marginalize people, and we have to fix that. So if we take Elder Uchtdorf's advice, we simply need to stop judging others, not just because we don't want to be judged ourselves, but because as disciples of Christ, we need to see others as he sees them. We are counseled in James chapter 1, verse 19, to be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. Epictetus, a Greek philosopher, was even more specific when he said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." How often are we tempted to jump to conclusions quickly based on a very limited amount of information? The instant access to messaging that is now readily available in many forms makes it much easier to judge each other quickly and harshly. Practical advice regarding the use of social media is to weigh our thoughts and words carefully before we post our reaction online. I am sure most of us can recall a time when we responded to an email or posting too quickly, only to later regret the stance that we took or the tenor of our response. Now, we might fall prey to the same type of behavior, assuming the intentions and response of another without giving them the benefit of the doubt and listening. Something I have learned from not always feeling like our family fits into church culture is that if you're having a hard time understanding or loving someone, move in closer. Move in to see those who struggle with doubts or grief and still want to fit in. Move in to see how amazing people are, regardless of where they are on their faith journey. Honestly, the worth of a soul is way, way too great to not move in when the chance presents itself. Plus, you may be surprised at what you find. I love the imagery of moving in closer. Moving in closer gives me a better perspective of the people around me. As I step closer to you, I see more clearly what you are experiencing. My sight is attuned to the nuances of your pain and suffering and of your goodness and your strength. Elder Ashton taught, if we could look into each other's hearts and understand the unique challenges each of us faces, I think we would treat each other more gently, with more love, patience, tolerance, and care. So how do we move in closer? Our natural instinct might be to actually back up when we see people in difficult circumstances. Perhaps we don't want to intrude on what seems like a personal matter, or we're unsure of what to say or do. If this is the case, I challenge all of us to be brave and move in closer. Literally and figuratively, stand with those who need us. Link arms with those who are suffering. We can use Elder Ashton's challenge to look into their hearts and understand their unique situation and perspective.